Hey, what's up, rock stars? It's Rox coming to you today with the review for Love and Marriage Huntsville season 3, episode 8, I believe it is. You guys, let's get to it, shall we? All right, you guys. So the show starts with your girl Mel. She is on one of her girlfriend's estate out there in Alabama. It's a big, beautiful estate, mansion and grounds and all of that. And she is shooting her video for my hit song, Telltale Signs. Y'all didn't know it was a hit song, huh? Yeah, I think that actually they said it did very well on the R&B charts. I haven't heard it on the radio here, but maybe they play it in Alabama, you know, supporting their local artists and everything. So good for her. Although I don't hear no R&B really unless I'm listening to like one of the oldies stations. Mel tells us that music is her passion. Now all this time we thought Holt was her passion and building homes and all of that, but ain't nobody said that you can't have more than one passion in life. Okay, so that's what she's doing, you guys. And I mean, it's as video shoots go. The director is there, and he just so happens to also be the person that co-wrote the song. Okay, so he has a special connection to it. All right, so yeah, you know, ready, camera, lights, action. You know, and they playing the song. But then it'll say you're the victim. Y'all know Mil's song, child. Anyway. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys about her friend, the one that owns the estate. I was like, come on, Urban. You don't want to be calling people ghetto. But she was just like, ooh, friend. Yes, friend. You are really doing it, friend. I said, girl, you better be urban and have all of that. I am not mad, okay? Don't think that your hood girlfriend can't come up. Not saying that old girl is hood, but you know, everything was like, what? No, girl, this is you, girl. You come on, friend. I was like, yes, can't you see her at the big meetings and everything? You know, the who's who in Alabama like that. Anyway, child. So after she does her video, she thanks you know, her friends and the cast and the crew for being supportive and, you know, getting her through this. And then we also see that she had one of her friends, Brittany, come to the shoot because she felt that it was important to apologize to her, obviously, on the show for some shit that went down where do you guys think the shit went down? Of course it went down on social media. That damn social media is the damn devil, ain't it? If everybody just get their ass off of social media. But anyway, she hugs Brittany, they embrace, and then they go and sit down. And she was just like, well, Brittany, I just wanted to bring you on here to thank you for everything that you've done, and also to apologize for what Martell said when I dropped the kids off with you. I guess Martell and Melody had then got into it. And she had something that she had to do, and she took the kids over to Brittany's house. Ain't nothing wrong with that, okay? We have friends that'll watch our kids, no problem, all right? Just because Brittany only got one child don't mean that she's not equipped. So I guess Martell was so mad that, you know how he want to lash out and just be mad at kind of making it seem like Mel is an unfit mother for dropping the 4 kids off with this woman, and that was fucked up. And Mel said that her and Martell had been friends with Brittany for a long time. So for him to stoop so low as to say something like that, you know, Mel didn't like that, and neither did Brittany. But Brittany decided to give him a pass because she knew that he wasn't really in a stable place. And Melody was like, yes, you're right, he wasn't, but you know, I can't stay in that place with him. Okay, then here comes the preaching Mel. I have already been through all of the pain and the hurt and the tears and the turmoil that you have caused. And then you continue to engage in that, and this is now the consequences that your actions have caused. I mean, the way that he lashed out on everybody, I mean, you, me, my mom, Chris, Dr. Francis, everybody. And Brittany says, yeah, that's right, it is bad, you know, and Martell is going to have to figure out a way to pull himself up out of it because Brittany ain't even gonna be studying Martell no more. Now let's jump over to your girl Letitia. So Letitia's at the Black, and she is there talking to Jalen. You guys know Jalen is the general manager. So she was just like, you know, how's everything been going? He was just like, yeah, it's been pretty tough around here. Okay, evidently they had just had a holiday weekend and half of the staff quit. I guess the managers for all pretty much quit. And, you the general manager, I guess you got to make things happen. So Jalen did do what he had to do, but he would rather not have to do that, considering he still don't even know what the hell he's doing. So he's telling her how everybody had to step in and do, people was, cooking, and people was serving and bartending. Like, everybody has something to do. Okay. And she gonna say, I know that everything is going on here, but we had discussed that you were going to be emailing me the daily reports. And he was just like, email you the daily reports, and I just told you that I was running back and forth doing all these things. Ain't nobody got time to be talking about no damn emails right now. So then she says she needs him to do his job. Even though all these other things are going on, he needs to do his job because it is going to make his job harder. I was like, how harder is it going to get? The boy is already telling you guys that he needs the help, and you guys have just continued to let him sink or swim. Well, he keeps on telling y'all he needs the help. So it's like talking to a brick wall. And I was just like, are they really this way with business? It has to be for this show. Please tell me it is. Anyway, he asks, are you and I good? And she says, yes. Why wouldn't it? And he was like, well, I know that you and my mom have some issues going on, and I kind of was feeling like, because you had a problem with my mom, that you was just kind of taking it out on me. And she was just like, I will never be so unprofessional to bring my personal things to my business, but it's just like, you unprofessional because you're not helping your fucking staff. Okay? So how are you getting offended by the fact that this boy just told you that that's the way he's feeling? What you should say is, I am so sorry if I'm making you feel that way. Let me make sure that you and I can get on the same page so that we can both be successful in the jobs that we have. Okay? Not sitting up here and saying, no, I wouldn't do anything like that, when he's already telling you guys he feels abandoned. So while they having that conversation, Marcel walks in. And Marcel is all, I just wanted to, remember I told you that you need to learn these life lessons. Well, you did great. The staff didn't come in. The people were gone, and you just did what you had to do to make sure that the job got done. Nobody wants to work like that, especially when they don't have to. Okay. And Tisha was just like, yeah, because when Marcel said that the staff had quit, he said, just let Jalen handle it. I was just like, you guys are actually sitting there telling that boy that you is not going to help him. Ain't no way I would still be sitting there working. It ain't no way. Because how much are they paying him for him to be going through all of this? It is not worth it. Okay. And even Marcel said you could have left, but you didn't. Okay. So he's still trying to care for these people's job, but it's way more jobs out there that's way less stress. Okay. So when Jalen was like, yeah, but that still ain't really a good thing. I still need the help and all of that. And then Letitia gonna say, well, you survived, so, and just kind of just wrote it off. And I was just like, ooh, they are interesting. We be upset with Marceau, but Letitia got some ways about her too. And then Marcel gonna say he's gaining life crisis experience. Okay? Yeah, don't nobody need this. I would have been left that damn job. Anyway, Jalen goes on about his business, and it's just Letitia and Marcel there. So she's talking to him, and she tells him that she feels like when she's asking him a question about something that she's heard, in these streets, social media usually, that it shouldn't be that big of a deal for him to just answer her. And he was like, yeah, if it's something that my wife wants to know, absolutely, I will always answer you. If it's some bullshit that you done heard through gossip or social media or one of your friends, no, I'm not addressing that, because that's just stupid, And she says, well, it makes me feel like I always have to defend you because you don't care, so you don't say anything. And then it's all, I understand what she's also saying, but the thing is, you took that shit too far last week. Okay, because it was clear. He was like, do you think I'm doing something with Mel? I know many of you guys said that he probably has a crush on Mel, and that's fine if he does. He still hasn't done anything with Mel, and Mel ain't done nothing with him. So don't create more fucking problems in your life. You got cute girlfriends. You got friends around that's real cute. And if the girl is cute, she cute. Okay? I'm supposed to think that my husband ain't gonna think that the girl is cute because that's what the fuck she is. So you can't let that kind of shit fuck up your day. You got to think you cute too, and I'm with him, and you know what, it's fine. You can't always be suspicious of everything to the point where you are emasculating your husband on TV, grabbing his face, turning him. So she says that she knew that shit was wrong. Okay, and as long as she knows that, okay, well then we can move it on along. Okay, so then she says also she wanted to talk to him. It's their 15th anniversary. Sorry, 15th wedding anniversary. She wants to, you know, have all of the group go to Vegas. You know, just everybody go out there and have a good time. He was like, "Is your mama coming?" She was like, "No, I'm gonna put some distance between you and my mama." And he was just like, "Okay, fine." And he's all in. He's all in. So then, you know what? Fine. We all going, as Letitia said, we gonna go to Vegas and we gonna spend some time with the adults. I know it's adults, but it just sounds like funny the way she says adults. Us adults. Anyway, child. Now, jumping over to Maurice. See, this is the thing that I'm talking about with Maurice. Now, we done already got it established that you did not like that Lewis, or actually it was more Tiffany. You know, Tiffany had the shit to say about your son, okay? You expressed that to Kimmy. You expressed that directly to Tiffany and Lewis, who was there, okay, in person. Why the fuck do I need you to come all the way to my place of business and reiterate? Like, I don't need that. I'm grown, okay? And the girl did admit to Maurice that she was wrong and she shouldn't have done that, and everybody apologized, regardless of how Tiff and Lewis felt, you know, in their private conversation with each other. Maurice coming to my job and saying it for the third time now. Yeah, Lewis, I'm gonna tell you, he was good for reacting the way that he did. Okay, because I don't need that bullshit again. But Lewis let it go. Maurice said maybe we got off to a bad start. You know, he wants to smooth it over. So I promise you, this better be the last time. This better be the last time. I don't want to hear it from Maurice no more, because now you starting to get to the point where you're getting on my nerves, okay? And I understand that he's trying to take up for his son and all. I get all of that, but still, it's enough, okay? So anyway, he invites them to Vegas, okay? Because he spoke to somebody and they said that, I think he said he spoke to Marceau and they wanted Tiffany and Lewis to come too. And, you know, Lewis was like, "Oh, yeah, we'll be there." Okay, so now we all ace boon coons, dapping each other up, shaking hands and whatnots. Hey, tell Kimmy that we said hi. I said, "Oh, we just all good friends now, ain't we?" See how quickly that turned? So maybe it was good that Lewis had a good attitude about it, because that shit got on my nerves. Now, Destiny wants to make sure that we have a good time in Vegas. So she just wants to have a conversation with Mel. Make sure that they on the same page. She don't want to have any tension. So they sit down together and Mel is telling her, Letitia invited me to her and Marcel's 15th wedding anniversary, and I think it's dope that they're doing that. Now, all the couples are going, but then, of course, Melody is single, and so is Martell, and Destiny is as well. And Destiny was like, "I'm going to be the only, you and I going to be the only single ones there." And she was just like, "Well, Martell going to be there, and he's single too, girl. I know one thing, they better not have me paired up with Martell doing no couples things. I am not doing no group activity, nothing." Okay, and Destiny was like, "Okay, well, I hope I can just shut down having to do anything with Tiffany too. I'm gonna need Destiny to get over Tiffany too, okay? Because damn it, Tiffany is gonna be around at least for this damn season. You at least got 15, not 15, maybe about 13 more episodes with Tiffany. Anyway, so if you gonna keep on bringing up the fact that Tiffany had the cold tea, I mean, you can always still have an attitude with her, but we didn't have enough of that too. At first, Destiny was making it seem like she might not go, and Mel was like, "If you don't go, I'm not going." And Destiny was like, "Oh no, she going. She definitely is going." So they're both going to get there the day after everybody else gets there. I guess they're gonna have to, you know, they trying to make an appearance. All right, you guys, so we get to Vegas. And the gang is all there with the exception of Melody and Destiny for now. Letitia is excited. Y'all ready to party? Okay, it's going to be the Scotts and the Holtz, you know, disconnected Holtz, but still Holtz nevertheless. And throw Destiny in there as well. And whatever Lewis and Tiffany's last name is too. Yeah, we're about to have a good time. So they all get on the bus. You know, there's a pole there. First, where Letitia goes and does a little cute little jump on the pole. You know, we as women, we always got to do something on that pole when we see it. It's just, it draws us to it. Then Kimmy gets on there and does a little number as well. So then, of course, when Tiffany and Lewis get on there, then it's time for Tiffany to do it too. Okay, and Tiffany was just like, "Oh, I don't know what we've signed ourselves up for here." You know, it's the poll, and you know, Letitia is telling everybody that what stays in Vegas stays. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. You know, and she was just like, "I mean, what exactly are we acting like we gonna do here? You know, Lewis is all excited, like, I know exactly what it's gonna be. It's gonna be twerking and dance, you know, ass shaking and titty flopping in my face kind of thing. So Lewis is with it 100%. Where the strip clubs at? Yeah, we leaving Huntsville. In Huntsville, we are in Vegas. Okay, Vegas, baby. So we go on to the house, and the house is really, really nice. And you know how it is when you get to the house, you got to, you know, admire everything and check out all the rooms. Letitia tells everybody to go pick out their rooms. So everybody go running around trying to pick out their rooms. And, you know, check out the backyard, all of that. I forgot to tell you guys that they asked Martell was his alter ego Marcus coming out, okay? Because evidently Martell was cutting the fuck up in Miami. We always saw him. He always had on some damn extra flamboyant, you know, Miami shirt, you know, with a whole bunch of flowers and coconuts and palm trees and shit on it. He was just like, well, I mean, why couldn't Marcus make an appearance if he really needed to? Because I'm not married anymore, I'm single. So if Marcus comes, I mean, we in Vegas, right? Why not? So anyway, everybody is feeling in this Vegas mood, obviously. It's a whole bunch of talk about threesomes. And Letitia is the one that keeps bringing up these threesomes, Letitia and Marceau. And it'll always be the ones that ain't doing shit, be the main ones bringing up all this kind of shit. You will find that the ones that's really doing that kind of shit don't say nothing. Okay, the ones that's always wanting to be bout it, ain't crushing a fucking grape, you guys. But anyway, Marceau says that, Letitia says that if it's with another woman, you know, if they had a threesome and if it was another woman, that's not cheating. Well, it's not cheating at all if everybody agrees to have a threesome. Martell is the one that comes in and says, well, of course cheating is cheating when the other person don't know anything about it. So that is why you know, of course a threesome isn't cheating at all. Then Letitia gonna say, Destiny said that it would be, if there was a threesome, it would be Kimmy and Destiny and Maurice, because Kimmy likes to rub on her. And she was just like, just because I can appreciate if a woman looks good, that don't mean I want to have sex with her. That damn Destiny think everybody want her. She think I want her. She think Jalen want her. I'm thinking to myself like, Letitia, now, like I said, you know you and Marceau ain't having no damn threesome, so why you keep on talking about it? The nigga don't even like sex toys, okay? You can't even introduce another inanimate object to your damn bed. You actually think that he gonna be okay with even bringing a woman in? I don't even think Marceau would be okay with that. Okay, not with the three of you. Now, maybe if it was just him and the other person, possibly, but I don't even see him being, you know, okay with just child, please. So that goes on for some time, but I was just like, ain't gonna crush a grape. And if Marceau ain't tried to get a threesome out of you in these 15 years, then it ain't happening, because most men will at least try to, you know, think maybe on a drunk night they can ask you and see what you might say. Just to pose the question. They gotta at least ask one time. And Marceau ain't trying to fuck on you and no other woman. Not together anyway. So later on, her and Marceau, everybody's in their room, and she was just like, you know, everybody is, you know, don't really feel like going out. I guess they've been traveling, they tired. Let's just everybody put on their bathing suits and go hang out in the pool and, you know, just take some shots and all of that. And he was just like, whatever you want to do, baby. So she was getting her bathing suits out, and he was just like, wait a minute. So she shows him one of the bathing suits. I was like, you do know what a bathing suit is? Because he was just like, what is this you wear? You know, it's going to be a whole bunch of single men there. She was just like, it's only one single man, and that is Martell. And he ain't looking at me. And I'm thinking to myself, well, who said that the married men couldn't look at her either? There's something wrong with Marceau, you guys. But anyway, he was just like, no. She was just like, yeah, that's a bathing suit. That's what she's wearing. Okay. We see Maurice and Kimmy in the other room. You know, she's getting dressed. I was like, wait till Kimmy come out with all them big old titties that she always got in everybody's face in a bathing suit. You know, so she puts on her bathing suit and her little wrap. And here come Martell. That motherfucker is big. Oh my God, he's much bigger than he had been. So I guess maybe we might get a glimpse of Marcus on this trip. But he comes out in his wife beater. Okay, they asked Martell if it's weird for him to be there, and he said no, it's not strange for him to be there as a single man because he's amongst friends. Okay, he is a little apprehensive about, you know, Melody getting there tomorrow because, you know, he don't really know what Melody gonna be on when she get here, and in reaction to that, he don't know how he gonna be because what she on. Okay, so he don't know what he gonna be on because what she gonna be on. So that's always up in the air. But otherwise, Martell say he cool. Anyways, while they're all sitting around joking around in the kitchen, they're talking about the kids or something, and Marceau says what he's always said in the past, which was Letitia got kids, he don't. okay? That's why he got a wife, so she can take care of all that shit. And Tiffany was just like, when men say things in a joking manner, it usually means that they're serious. I was like, girl, you ain't telling us nothing. Marceau has told us that. He could say it in a joking manner. He can say it in a serious manner. He always meant what the fuck he said. So you ain't breaking no news to us. We already know that Marceau ain't fucking around with them damn kids. Tiffany brings up some side chick joke, and of course everybody runs with it, because there's always been the talk that Kimmy was Maurice's side chick. I don't know what all has played out in the blogs over the years since the show has been on, but there is a group of you guys who have told me that Kimmy was indeed the side chick, and it had all come out, and Kimmy had erased some messages on social media. Like I said, I ain't got that kind of time. Y'all be killing me with all that research that you guys be doing. But I mean, I guess that it had come out that, and that was the reason why Letitia and Kimmy was having some issue off camera, because I guess Letitia and Kiowa had struck up a friendship, and Kiowa had told Letitia all of this stuff, and I guess it was making it look like Kimmy was the side chick. But as far as the show has been concerned, Kimmy has always told us that she was not no side chick, but the issue keeps on coming up. I don't know what constitutes as the side chick. All right, when you think about people who are separated but still married, some people still consider you married, and meaning if you see somebody else, then you are now a side chick. Okay, but when it's understood that you is not with your wife no more, we in the middle of getting a divorce, you know, some people are okay with dating. Now that person shouldn't be considered a side chick. It's just that this person is laying in wait, I should say, waiting for your divorce to be final, you know, but we already are a couple. So it just depends on where you lie, where your meter lies on that. But like I said, Kimmy has been sticking to that story. She was not no side chick. Maurice and Kyle was not actively married when she was seeing Maurice. So Kimmy is just like, Martell and Marceau and them need to stop. Now they go out to the pool, and the joke kind of still carries over to the pool. She says that she's not a side chick, and she never has been a side chick, and she said that Martell started that rumor to take the heat off of him, and Marceau kind of co-signed that and said, yeah, because Martell was making up all kind of shit. When he was in trouble, he was trying to say that Marceau had all of the girlfriends, and you know, that Kimmy was the side chick, just whatever he could do to make everybody look bad because he was the villain. And it keeps up with this conversation to where it's starting to not be funny to Kimmy anymore. So then Kimmy says, you know, it's really not funny if you guys just gonna keep on harping on it. And Marceau was like, yeah, it is kind of funny. Okay. And Kimmy says, oh, is it funny? Is it as funny as you having an outside baby? And Marceau was like, yeah, it is kind of funny. You know, that's hilarious. And she says, oh, because Letitia's not laughing. Okay, Letitia was just kind of looking like, she gonna tell us in the confessional that she didn't appreciate Kimmy bringing up something like that because they wasn't even talking about no side baby. Oh, no, you just talking about her being a side chick, huh? It don't feel good when the damn shoe is on the other foot, huh, Letitia? Letitia gonna say she just was taking a jab at Marceau because Marceau took a jab at her. Yeah, that's usually how a fight goes. So anyways, Letitia was just like, since they're talking, you know, she wanted to talk to Kimmy about saying shut the fuck up to her mother and how that was disrespectful and rude, and that, you know, nobody should be saying something like that to anybody's mother. Well, you somebody's mother, and I would say shut the fuck up to you if I had to, but I mean, I understand what she's saying, even though Wanda ain't much older than Kimmy. Okay, remember, Kimmy is older than Maurice, I'm sure older than Letitia, and somewhere in the middle between the ages of Wanda and Letitia, so it's different there. But anyway, I get what you're saying, that's your mama, whatever. Kimmy said, I never said that. Okay, I did say, tell me what the fuck you saw. All right, fuck did come out my mouth, but I didn't tell her to shut the fuck up. So she tells Letitia how Wanda be gaslighting her and be making up all of these stories and saying that she saw something and when she really did not. And then she comes back and tells you some half-ass story, and then you believe it. And Letitia was like, well, am I supposed to believe that my mother is lying? I was like, why wouldn't you believe that? Your mom has been a mess and gotten stories messed up the whole time she been on this damn show. So I was sitting there getting irritated with Letitia, who is just refusing to understand that her mama is a mess. this. And maybe her mama did give her the abbreviated version of that story. But the conversation veers off the path because then Kimmy brings up how Jalen felt, how he felt like Letitia was taking it out on her, on him. And then Letitia was upset that Jalen would even come to her and say something like that she didn't have the full conversation, that she told Jalen to stop saying yes ma'am to her because he was being smart. Okay, now I've had this conversation even with Mr. About how tone is hard to figure out when you are looking at a text message, because it could be something that is being sarcastic. The same sentence can be read in whatever the mood that you in at the time. When Letitia was saying something to Jalen and he kept saying yes ma'am, okay, she didn't like that. She thought that he was being smart. Kimmy could look at it and say, well, in the text message, it just looks like he's being respectful by saying yes, ma'am. Okay. But Letitia is saying, no, you have to understand the tone from the conversation that we was having. Really, you ought to be having these damn conversations in person, because we talking about business now. This ain't just some little for play shit. So can we pick up a damn phone, first of all? But secondly, Letitia is mad at Kimmy about what Kimmy is saying about Jalen, and Kimmy is irritated with Letitia for what Wanda is telling Letitia. So it's just like Letitia said. So we both in the same boat. Okay, we both upset about what was being said, to us. You trying to protect your child just like my mama is trying to protect me. Okay, so it's the same thing. But y'all, Letitia is, oh God, I be trying, because you guys told me I was hard on her. I didn't even think I was being hard on her. Letitia is just a pile of contradictions. She changes up all the time. Like, I don't know how you supposed to just always be in her corner. From the shit that happened earlier in the episode with Jalen, now this conversation that she's having with Kimmy, her slick shit about her being a side chick, like all of that kind of stuff. Like, she makes it difficult. The pool night don't go all that well. At least it hasn't ended yet, but it's drama there, you guys. I guess it'll continue as we stay in Vegas another few days. All right, you guys, that is it. Let me get off of here. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.